Good afternoon, everybody. Today's video is the second in our Q&A series. We're going to focus on the Australian Government Economic Stimulus Package and how it specifically relates to sole proprietors. The early analysis and commentary on the first two stages of stimulus was that there was a lot of payments in there for individuals, and there was certainly a lot in there for small business. But the general feeling was that sole proprietors might have missed out. So we're going to address a couple of questions. The first one's coming in many different formats, but I've picked out one question which I'll run through, and hopefully my answer will address the issues in the other questions. That question was, my mate told me that I'm entitled to $40,000 of cash under the stimulus package for free. Is it true? So I'll run through that. And the second question I want to run through has come through from two small businesses. And to put their questions together, they basically said, my revenue has dried up. I've been asked to scale my business back or close. I'm about to give up. Should I close my doors permanently? So I'm going to run through those two now. So the first question relates to $40,000. That's relating to the two lots of $10,000 credits that will be applied against BAS returns and the two opportunities to withdraw $10,000 out of superannuation. So is a sole proprietor entitled to the $40,000? The answer is maybe. It's not as easy as saying yes. There's a lot of things that need to happen before then. So the first thing that needs to happen is the ABN must be registered before the 12th of March. You must be lodging BAS returns, must be registered for GST, and must have employees on your books. If you don't have those four things, and your BAS returns must be up to date. If you don't have those five things, then the answer is probably no, you're not going to get it. So that's, and the 12th of March deadline, that's a part of the integrity measures. That has to be, those things have to be in place before the 12th of March. And the integrity measures are put in place to ensure that people don't wake up the next morning on the 13th, register an ABN and get these incentives unfairly. So if you're in a position where you are up to date, you do lodge BAS returns and you do have employees, then it will happen automatically. There's nothing more you need to do. So for example, if you normally pay $4,000 GST, you'll get a $10,000 credit, and the remaining $6,000 will be refunded to your bank account within 14 days of lodgement. That's how it's going to work. However, I've had 3 businesses contact me this week that unfortunately don't meet that criteria. 2 of those businesses are exactly who needs this incentives, and the reason they don't meet the criteria is because they aren't up to date with their BAS returns for different reasons, and one of them's paying cash wages and hasn't registered their employee. So I'm working with the tax office at the moment. I don't know how lenient they're going to be. However, we want to try and fight for these clients because they're both legitimate cases. They're both tradespeople, and they're both trying to do their best, and just for different reasons they've fallen behind in their BAS returns, and one of them didn't register the employee although he is paying wages to them. So I'll have a better understanding of what the ATO's attitude is. As I said, I'm going to try and fight for these 2 businesses because these are the type of businesses that exactly this incentive's targeted at. It's not going to be easy, and I don't know what the outcome will be. It doesn't look good, but I'll report back. So I guess it's true that not every small business or sole proprietor will get those incentives, but it's still important to set yourselves up now and get yourselves ready for the next stage of stimulus, which will occur. I said a while ago that there will be a 3rd stage of stimulus, was my opinion. The government was talking today in the newspapers about a 3rd round of stimulus targeting employees. So we know it's going to come, we just don't know what's going to be in there. But if you're not set up and you're not up to date and you don't have your employees registered, you're going to miss out. So if you're in that situation or you're not sure whether you qualify, please contact your accountant, or if you don't have that type of relationship with them, we have created capacity here. We are very happy to get back to people. We've had a lot of direct messages as a result of these videos, and we will get back to you. We've got back to everyone so far. Regarding superannuation, if you're a sole trader, and if you are one of the businesses that's been asked to close your doors under the government regulations, or you can demonstrate that you've had a reduction of 20% or more in turnover, then you will probably qualify for the withdrawal of superannuation. So there's a few rules around that. but I don't see that as a big problem if those two things have happened. And that's something that sole proprietors that I've talked to haven't been aware of. They've just thought they'd missed out on that. So it is possible that a sole proprietor could end up with $40,000 in cash stimulus in the next 3 months. And it's our intention to make sure that any client that has any chance of qualifying for that, to make sure that they do get it. That's the end game. The second question about whether people should permanently close their doors. I had a chat with both of those businesses this week, and those conversations aren't easy. I understand that things are really tough and people are ready to give up. However, the two clients I spoke to, we ended the conversation very positive because we talked about the opportunity. And the opportunity here is that if you close your door permanently, that's it. You go home and you don't have a job, you don't have a business, and you don't have any chance of getting any stimulus. However, if you're able to tread water for the next few months, and that might be keeping your business registered, you might be shutting your business door, but if you have an intention to open up on the other side and you can tread water for a few months or even just for a few weeks, you may be able to get the stimulus that I've mentioned above. So we spoke about those issues with those two clients, and the message was hang in there if you can. We talked about the levels of debt they had, the issues they had with creditors, and whether they could get through. And remember, we've got to lodge this next BAS return on 31 March, or after 31 March. So if we lodge that quickly, the first $10,000 credit could come through within 14 days, which is only about 17 days from now. So those clients agreed to hang in there, and if we can get the full $40,000 for them, they will be in a better position than what they were before this virus, because that kind of cash doesn't get given out often. It's an opportunity to work and focus on getting your business up to date and getting the structure right so that you do qualify for those incentives. This is almost a once in a very long time opportunity for businesses to get access to cash that they may or may not need in their business, but it's there. So let's get it for people if they can qualify and if they're worthy causes. We need every business to get through this. We need clients, we need non-clients to get through it for their own sake, for their own job security, for their own business, and for the sake of our families and our communities. We need these businesses to be there on the other side and to be a part of the economy when it starts to open up again. So our message to people out there is that if you are thinking of closing and you haven't really made the decision, contact us or your accountant or someone and talk through those things, because quite often sharing those things with other people, and us accountants, we're aware of everything that the clients are available, that are available to clients. There might be something you've missed that we can put your mind at ease and help you get through. So look at this as an opportunity. There's $40,000 in front of us over the next 3 months that if we are able to get through, and don't forget we've got the bank incentives as well, where reasonably easily we can put loans on hold and we can tread water and get through, then we might be in a better position because of this stimulus than what we've ever been before the stimulus was announced. So that's my message. Stay positive. Contact your accountant or someone to talk about these things, and then if you'll be in a better position to make an informed decision. Tomorrow we're going to talk about things that people need to do now that they're working at home to maximise their tax deductions in their tax return. There's lots of things out there that if you're working from a home office now that you're able to claim. So we're going to run through a lot of those tomorrow. So thanks for listening tonight, and we'll see you soon.